Today on my channel, Planner Friends, well, it's time for July and setting things up and getting ready. So why don't you join me? I'm going to get organized. Two of these I've already decorated, one I haven't, but I need to really get on it. To be honest with you, I'm a little behind. So let's do some planning. Let's do some deco. And let's embrace this season, shall we? Friends, join me, please. Stay tuned. Hello, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Oh my goodness, July. It's hard to imagine, and yet here we are. I don't know. This year has been I always say it's quick, but there's something different about this year, and I'm not even sure how to explain it. But anyway, you know what? I'm embracing it. I'm not necessarily a fan of hot weather, except when I go away to someplace warm in the winter. That's usually my MO. But yeah, I'm just in a space now where I feel like whatever it is, let's embrace it and let's enjoy life. If you're new, join my growing community, tap the notification bell. I upload Wednesday evening, Friday evening, and then I drop my faith videos at midnight on Sundays EST. So today we have the three planners here that are my life and not journaling, nothing like that. I always have a good mug of tea, in a funky mug. I'm actually thinking about pulling out like some of my fall mugs already to think ahead, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so I did a short about this little cute sticker book I just picked up on Mercari. It was on sale for $7, and then I had some kind of coupon, and I did a flip through. It's an old one, but I have remnants of it. It's called Happy Illustrations. So for a little over $6, plus of course shipping, I got a book that I absolutely love, and I've been using it. I did buy some of the newer sticker books, and I am kind of using them. I'm also just going with how I feel. And I feel like bargains are good, and I want to play with them. So that's why I have these out. I thought I could finally use some of these rainbow shapes I picked up during her birthday sale for Mojo Jojo Plans. And so let me show you where we are. So these two, as I've said numerous times, I work in tandem in. This is a family planner, appointments, all the things that are going on, meal planning, notes, cleaning, decluttering. This is the carry. So this is the smaller version of that. That's a lot more detailed. And I did already decorate it. I used the ribbon bow from, let me grab it. All right, my two guesses were totally wrong. Romantic bows, and I decorated for the whole month of July. I tend to do that. I deco kind of the same. So if I'm going to use inking, I do that all month. Okay, those are the old inserts. I had to pick up new inserts from Peanuts Planner Co. Oh, and here's how I decorated them. I used some of my printables from my porch prints. I think they're so cute. These are for my junk journal. Yeah, I love them. I'm thinking about doing some goal vision board, kind of life vision board, not goal planning per se. And so here you can see how pretty these romantic bows are. So I decorated, as I said, the whole month. I think I did a flip through on a short. In fact, yeah, I did. And so we're all set with deco. It's really cute. I love how this turned out. And I have oodles of stickers left over. So we have that. We're going to come back to it. Don't worry. Let me just move this over here. This I decorated with an older kit from Chrissy Ann Designs. And I thought it was perfect for summer. And yeah, I just loved it. I love it. I can't complain. I love her stickers. I subscribe. It's a wonderful company. Her stickers are they feel very vinyl. I don't know how else to say it. They're really such good quality. So we're going to put these aside and plan in those a little later. But I want to get in here in part because I feel like I've been... Okay, so there's August. Now I did do this one. Okay. Oh, yes. I love this quote from Louisa May Alcott. She is too fond of books, and it has turned her brain. Indeed, it has. So I've been doing a writing challenge that Medium hosted for, I write on Medium. They hosted it for June rather. And I wanted to play in it and continue it because I think that's been really helpful. So now I've got these two books. I was thinking in the older one, let me find them. It's just so pretty. Wait, is that it? Nope. So I'm going to use some of these. There's a specific, of course I missed it. I know they're in here. I used these. I thought these fun tropical animals would be really, and maybe some leaves. And then here's the full sheet, if you will. And then I think there's, yeah, all of those. So I thought this could be perfect for summer and perfect for the rainbow boxes. So now I've got to think about what kind of washi do I have that can go with this. Okay, so I've got this one I think is really perfect. I could add in one of this, but I don't know if that detracts from it. This is an old one from Cocoa Daisy. Then I've got this, which is just a bunch of Dollar Tree washi. It's just solid, and I think there's a pretty yellow in. Yeah, there's the yellow in here. I think that would complement that nicely. And what else have I got in here? Let's see. Yeah, something along with the greens, I think. We'll go with green. So here's a green, here's a green, here's a blue-green. Let's see what we decide here. I've been playing a lot with washi in this. Oh, yeah, this is good. So I love the yellow. How's that look? That kind of looks good, doesn't it? Let me see here. No, that's too washed out. Actually, this one matches the best. It's less of a green and more of a blue. Yeah, we're going to go with the blue, actually. Very pretty. Okay, so we're set with that. All right, so now I always come on here with an idea, kind of what I'm doing, but I never quite have it together enough. So why don't we move these and go in with some washi and just have some fun and talk summertime. July 4th in the States, it's a big one. You know, I don't know if you're going to watch fireworks, what you're doing. I could make this a patriotic spread, but I really don't have much in terms of seasonal stickers for July, which is odd because I am into the color scheme, but I'm going to do this rather in a journal, so we'll deal with that there. So let me think of how I want to do this. I always, like I said, I have an idea, and then I come on here like, what can I do here? Alrighty, I think we're going to do something a little different. Let me quickly show you what I've done previously. I mean, I know I've done flip throughs, but see, I sometimes do them straight, sometimes diagonal. This was kind of all coming into the center. We're going to do something slightly different today. So let's get back to the topic at hand, summer. Are you a summer or a warm weather or cool weather person? As I'm saying to you, I'm definitely a cooler weather. I don't necessarily like it freezing and gray, but you know, I feel like I'm melting in the summer. So I still want to make it a good summer. I'm going to create a little graphic with ideas for fun for this summer. Just some ideas that are low cost. First off, low cost is the best, right? And to figure out, you know, things I can do that aren't going to make me feel like, ugh, I'm dying in the heat, right? Okay, let's clip this here. In planning, at least for me, the X-Acto knife seems to be my bestest friend here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and I like that it's all trimmed here. Looks like we have a little residual there. There we go. Okay, see where I'm going with this? We're doing diagonal, but it's going to be, yeah, meeting in the middle, as it were, and I think that's good. I just redid my nails. I'm always redoing my nails. I don't know about you, but I seem to. Oh, you know what? I could leave that there. That's fine. I seem to redo them a lot. I don't know. They come out, then they, you know, I do wear gloves when I'm working around the house, but even with that, sometimes it's just messy. They get messy. But I love doing my nails. I always have. Anyway, so what I thought of for the ideas is really spending time outside without, getting heat stroke. So reading outside is something, if you have time on your lunch hour, if it's not too hot, or if you have a gazebo or a shady spot you can go to. That's a little short. Let's see if I can move it down just slightly. I didn't want it to be short. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I think that'll work. Getting outdoors when it's not too hot is also good. Maybe not during the heat of the day. Clearly, staying hydrated. The one thing I like to do, I don't know what you do hydration-wise. Obviously, I probably drink too much hot tea, but, that's my caffeinated. Although not always. Sometimes it's herbal. Sometimes, whatever. I've been making a lot of fancy teas at home. A London Fog. I think I'm going to order some matcha powder and try to make my own matcha at home. So that should be fun. Just little things. Making fruit salads. Okay, there's a good summary thing where you don't have to go outside and you don't have to, make different types of fruit salads. That's a great summer activity with the fresh fruit. Like I said, reading outside, journaling outside. If you have a picnic area or a backyard or a balcony, sitting outside and journaling, as long as you're not like overlooking a highway, it can be very therapeutic, I find. So that would be another great activity. Hiking if you're able. Sometimes, oddly enough, I think fall, depending where you are, sometimes I feel fall is better suited for hiking, because I just get overheated. But, if you go out early morning. Another thing is, depending where you live, to get up and watch the sunrise one day. That is therapeutic too. I got to be honest with you. At least I think it is. I don't mind getting up super early. I don't mind going to bed early. Just have ice cream for dinner. Okay, there's another one of my favorite. Like, make homemade sundaes for dinner. That's fun. That's easy and fun. And like, hey, we're having ice cream for dinner. We can do this. It's so funny. Whoops. The things you wanted as a kid, you couldn't necessarily do. But as an adult, hey, why not? So yeah, have sundaes, make homemade sundaes for dinner. Go treat yourself to ice cream out. My favorite thing to get out now. Whoops, I cut that one short too. Goodness gracious. My favorite, I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to cut it here. Is to get milkshakes. I'm a milkshake girl. So where I am from in New Jersey, I did this backwards anyway. Good grief. I did this wrong. Sorry, friends. There's something called the Black and White Shake, and that's iconic. And basically it's a vanilla shake, and they blend in chocolate syrup. And it turns out that when you get out of the different metropolitan regions in New Jersey, people don't know what you're talking about when you say, hey, I want a black and white shake. They look at you like you have three heads. So what I've discovered is you ask them for a vanilla shake and blend in hot fudge. Ask them to blend in hot fudge. They do it, and it's good. It's really good. Because I find, at least for me, a chocolate shake is so much chocolate. I love chocolate, but that's a lot. And yet the vanilla shake's a little on the sweet side. It's just the perfect in between combination of sweet and not too sweet. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but yeah. So just some suggestions there. Milkshakes are always great to get out and take your journal and go and sit at a picnic table and journal and drink a milkshake. That's so much fun. So those are some simple, but yeah, fruit salads. I mean, just salads in general. Now, true confession, I love to cook. I love to bake, although I'm baking less recently because we were in the midst of a heck of a heat wave where I live. It was bad. It was we went from winter to summer. It's crazy. Anyway, one of the things I love getting out are salads, because when you go somewhere, say there's a salad bar, like the selection's so much better than what I do at home. So now what I've been trying to do, okay, is to keep things on hand. This is getting messy here. Hold on. Keep things on hand that I know I will use in a salad. So I always have cheese. I'm a cheese lover. So lately what I've done is I've been grating some cheese just to grate some, and then keeping it in little Ziploc mini bags, like the little mini snack bags. So if you do that, I like adding cheese to everything, salads included, then it's ready to go. Okay. I like putting those carrot, not the baby carrots. You can chop those up, but even the carrot straws. So they sell those now at the grocery store. So I'll get a bag of those and kind of keep them on hand. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not a vegan, but I follow this young woman. She's on Instagram. She's on YouTube. It's called Plant You, Y-O-U. And her recipes are great. And so I've been using those recently. Sometimes things work. I tried to make this, oh my gosh. I tried to make a Crunchwrap Supreme using black beans. And I don't know. I couldn't get the burrito to stay closed. It ended up burning a little. It was bad. But I've made her garlic lovers Alfredo. That's good. This week, I think I'm going to make, I just looked up vegetarian shawarma. Well, she says it's vegan shawarma. I make it with regular yogurt and so forth. So I'll use Greek yogurt, but I don't know. I'm just trying new things. Anyway, she does these little short videos where she pre-mixes a bunch of salads. Sometimes they look pretty good. So she'll take, I don't know, I guess you can get these large, tall containers on Amazon and fill them up, and then they're ready to just pop into a bowl. So I think something like that might be fun to do for this summer, just to have it. I don't know. I'm just playing with ideas and trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing, right? Because I feel like now's the time to be extra healthy. It's summer. Yes, it's hot out, but you can really enjoy the bounty of the season in terms of food. So that's one thing I'm trying to do this year. I'd like to say that my creativity in baking extends to things like funky fruit salads. It doesn't. So I need to up my game there. So that's why I'm looking at, light meals, fun meals. I saw one the other day where a chef, he was grilling romaine lettuce. I think it was romaine. I thought that was interesting. I was like, I bet that's pretty good. I have never done it. I don't know if I will do it, but I think it's kind of cool. So just different ideas. Whew, this is a lot of layering, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to get the rest of this on. Okay, so rather than make you watch me constantly cut, here's how it looks. It's really kind of funky, isn't it? And again, these little solid ones are from Dollar Tree. This was a very old Cocoa Daisy one that I hardly ever used. And voila, so those were in my stash. Now again, I have the old book, I have the new book, and I want to add in some of these rainbow shapes as well. So I'm not quite sure how I'm doing this, but isn't that half the fun? Really, it's half the fun. So I think we're going to start with some tropical, maybe some of these. No. Where are they? I thought they were the next page. I guess they're not. But yet aren't. Oh, they must have fallen out. That's why. Okay. So I thought we could use some of these leaves and then these, right? So I think we're going to start. Let me grab my X-Acto. Oof. Move this here, move that there. Alrighty. Yeah, there we go. And I have my friends here. Let me see here. I think a few leaves wouldn't be a bad thing. So we're going to... I know there's a name for these, and I can't think of... It begins with an M. I don't know. I'm not necessarily... My son is the gardener. I'm not. I have what I call a brown thumb. A very good brown thumb, but it's good at being brown. Let's see here. Let me put some of these here. Yeah, that's cute. All right, now we're cooking. I like this single leaf here. So if I can, pull that up. Good. Yeah, it's cute. It's pretty. So I can layer over these as well if I'm so inclined. And we'll put some over here, I think. How about this one up here? So anyway, I was just talking about ideas for summer and these salads. So I think I'm going to try to make some make-ahead salads, if you will, and enjoy that process a little bit. I think that would be a lot of fun to do, practical as well, of course. So maybe I'll do some of those. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'll use a lighter one. So that's another thing I want to do for summer. Different salads. There's a few cucumber salad recipes I was looking up. I just want to have fun with it. I just want to embrace the season as best as I can without feeling like, oh gosh, I'm out there, I'm sweating to death, I'm doing all the things. I think we're going to put you up here. Okay, so those are good. I think those are really cute. Let's see over here. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm closing it up, and I don't need to close it up. Alrighty, so we have these two. So I'd like to actually use these. Start here. This Happy Illustrations book is such a hodgepodge of different things, and that's kind of one of the reasons I like it so much. All right, let's take a peek. I can put you over here, I think. Yeah, that's cute. And we'll put the smaller one over here somewhere. Very cute. Very cute. What is your favorite season? I would say mine is autumn, without a doubt. Autumn. I love autumn. Absolute. Oh, I like that there. Absolute favorite is autumn. I just feel like it's so, I don't know. You know, it's really cute. I know it's another leaf, but I like this little guy here. This lizard or salamander or whatever he is. It's really cute. I think we can put him kind of chilling up here. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. We're good. Do I want to add a flamingo? Do I want to add the toucan? I do like the flamingos, but I don't really... Well, there's a little pink in this, but yeah, I don't know about that. You know what I think I am going to do, however, is I want to move this one. I think we're going to put it over here. Yeah, down here. And then we're going to go in with some shapes in a minute. Yeah, this is cute. This is definitely cute. Definitely having fun. I could put this one, and again, it has a little bit of pink. Not a lot, but a little bit. The toucan or the parrot or whatever it is. I guess it's toucan. Oh, it's cute. It's coming along nicely, isn't it? I do like it. Oh, there's another one. I didn't even see that. What do I want to do down here? Honestly, I think we're going to do this sloth. I guess it's a sloth. Let's put him right in between there. Perfect. And then maybe some more of the smaller leaves like these, right? I think that might not be a bad idea. I'm going to wait on the flamingos. I know they're tropical and all that, but I just don't feel like this is the layout for them. Let's see here. We have another one up here. So yes, let your meals maybe reflect some of the weather choices and how nice it is and how fun it is. Oh, this is cute. I do need something down here though. I do, and you know what? I am going to go with him. So that still leaves me with the flamingos, which that can be a spread unto itself, just like the flamingos and the palm trees. That could be, and of course the leaves. That I think could be a lot of fun. And this little guy goes, whoops. Whenever I'm filming, that's when the large trucks or the motorcycles go by the window. Let's put him up here. Yes. Very cute. Very cute. I think we'll do a few more of the smaller leaves. Like, well, these aren't too small. These are cute. Do I want the larger one? No. No, I want the smaller ones. I come over here and pirate some of these. And I haven't even gotten to the shapes yet. Can you imagine? Right? So I think we're going to put this one down here and maybe a second one next to it. The washi's perfect. if I say so myself. The washi, we're going to pretend these are stuck together. Yeah, it looks really cute. Huh. I know, I sound surprised. Sorry. I just do. I am. I could use something over here. So let me look at the old one first and see if there's like, see, I'm not going to use that because it has the cacti, and I could use this. It does have the flamingo in it. I kind of want to save that, although it does have all the, no, I don't want to use that. I want to use that with the flamingos, if that makes sense. Is there anything else? This is such a pretty book. Teacups. Like, it's perfect. Hello. That's me. Nope. No, nothing. I also think these fruits, that could be a lot of fun. No, I don't see a long box for there, so we're going to come back to that. Now we have to think about these rainbow shapes and how I'm going to integrate those. So this is a classic checklist. So the top is dot grid, then you have the checklist, and then it's blank on the bottom. This is the first checklist layout I have ever used, and I really, really like it. Yeah, it's become, quite frankly, a favorite. It just has, I think it's really cute. And it's functional in a way I don't know that I realized. So we have some of these, which, okay, let me look some more. I don't want the half circles. The diamonds kind of could work. I don't know, the hexagons might actually be the best in here. I like hexagons. Circles wouldn't be bad either. I wouldn't mind circles. Huh. Okay, so we have a lot of circles, so we may do something with that. Yeah, there's oodles of circles. So why don't we start with these? Let me see here. So we have the bright yellow, which would work. The green could work too. I don't know that I want to do the dark blue or the orange, but definitely yellow and the green could work. So the question is, how am I going to do this? So I'll tell you what. Now we have these larger circles. I've not used this book yet, so give me a minute to figure this out. Then we have kind of medium circles and then the small ones. So, I do like the lines on these particular ones because I think that they're, you know what? I know what I'll do. Yeah, I know what I'll do. Okay, I'm going to put the green there. I'm going to put a yellow over here. We're just going to do it a little differently this week, and I'm good with that. And then we're going to put another green over here. That works. Okay, why not? It's going to change how I write things out this week. But you know what? Maybe that's not such a bad thing. And even here, I'm wondering, can I find, not the small circles, although I can use the small circles adjacent to these, and maybe that's not such a bad idea either. See, this is, I have these medium circles. I wonder if I can do that here. Yes, it's falling together. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to put one of these here, and we're going to lift this a little bit and lift this a little bit. I'm having so much fun with this planner. I know something. We've already started doing this. So watching silly summer movies, and I mean silly. I'm talking like dumb, like Caddyshack, which is funny dumb. I'm talking about Summer Rental with John Candy, like anything you can think of like that to have some fun this summer. I think that's a really good way to enjoy your summer. And if you can watch them outside, all the better. If you can't, well, that's okay, but just make popcorn, but you can also add different toppings or make, the other thing I've got on my list is I want to make some homemade Chex Mix. So while we're watching, we can have fun with that. I think that could be a lot of fun, actually. And I'm going to put this one here, and I'm going to put this one here. Oh, this is fun. I like this. I like this a lot. This is good. Ha! Who knew? It's perfect, except we need to add something over here. So, I wonder if I add a half circle on top. So yes, fun summer movies, just to, things you may not have seen for eons. It just can be a lot of fun. I kind of want to do these. Here we can use some of these half circles up. Okay, not quite straight. This is working out so well. That's what I love. I have a general idea and then I come on here and just create. And that's the most fun to me, is just the creative process, right? Okay. Yep. Perfect. And then we're going to put this one on the bottom. Put the green on top. Here we go, friends. Alrighty. And then we're going to put the green on bottom again. Perfect. 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 It's fun. It's pretty. I love it. Now I just want to add a little splash. Someone, I don't remember who, and I'm sorry. Someone had suggested, like, she does this. And I thought that would be kind of fun. Just a little extra deco. You can also do the days, but I'm just doing the days of the week. You can do the dates. Yeah, it's great. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I really love it. Ha! Who knew, friends? Okay, I took a minute. I made those a little more prominent. I decided to write down this week the 15-minute challenge is the writing challenge, the graphics and pics and social media that I'm always forgetting, plan and film YouTube. This could be a little closer to that one. We're going to let that go. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the Tombow I'm using is 296, it looks like. So I always work backwards into the week because I feel like, yeah, that just makes more sense. So on Sundays, it's church. And then I have plan next week. And I'm going to remind myself to take pictures. I forget all the time. I post in my community page every single day, and I add pictures of what's going on that day, but I keep forgetting to take them. So there's that. I'm taking off on Friday. It's Independence Day. But here I'm going to put July 4th fun. And on Saturday, we're going to have crafty fun. I just need to do that. And then we work backwards. Okay, so I decided to do some of it off camera. I don't want this video to be an hour long. It takes forever. But let's just go through. Film something on Monday for YouTube and writing, done. Film in the morning, which is where I am. Editing, writing, challenge. Children's story I'm working on. That's kind of fun. I have a new project, a new journaling project. I can't wait to dive into that a bit and play with that. Writing challenge. I'm keeping it pretty light this week. To be honest with you, I'm keeping it pretty light because it is a holiday week. We have other stuff going on. So I think we're set here. So now what I want to do is I will keep this here, and in here each day I write down the most important pressing thing I have to do for us as a family that day. I think that's really, something I need to do. So again, I work backwards, and I know that this is a goal planner for my channel and for writing. So partially why I love making it a creative space is the creativity that I'm using to create this space and these spaces helps fuel my writing and even my videos. So I have church at 11 a.m. We're gonna just craft afternoon and rest. Okay, Friday's errands, I know that. And I'm gonna have to, let's see, library, I know that. What else? I'm sure I have a zillion other things to do, but I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit. I know Friday is also July 4th, but I'm gonna run to the store in the morning and just drop off in the the bin. Drop off my books. They'll be closed, but at least it's something. And then we're going to have our barbecue, but I'll write that in the other one. And then for Thursday, I have, let's see, I'm doing this here in the morning, my creative work. I I have something Thursday. What is it? Oh, yes. Okay, car appointment. Okay, that's at 1. See, it just kind of all falls into place, if you will. Okay, so bills, paperwork, application for something I'm working on, and writing for catch up and laundry. So that's that. And then in here, what I like to do in this space, I'm going to just use this pen because why not? I know I put church everywhere, but it kind of anchors me, if that makes sense, right? So we have Sunday dinner. Okay, this is day of rest, July. Okay, I am going to do yoga here and here. I want to make sure I do some self-care. It's amazing how we have to schedule self-care, but I guess that's just where we are. We have the car appointment at 1. Well, I have the car appointment at 1. I also want to do some yoga. And I want to do some cleaning. Okay, I'm going to just write the rest of this. Okay, so it's very light, but I wrote here, don't forget self-care. I have make lists, double check. I have stuff to bring to Goodwill, and it's all set up. And I'll add in things as the week goes on, I'm sure. But this is just the carry-all. It helps me so I know, okay, when I'm out, what do I have to do? This will remind me to drop off my books before they like repossess them because I've been slow reading this month, which is unusual. And we're all set in here. And that's my system, friends. This is the crafty, colorful, super poppy place for all my goals. And I love how this came out. I love that I use these round shapes. And this looks great. And we're all set in here. Thanks so much, friends, for joining me on this journey. I will post my graphic on my community page for ideas for the summer, low cost, and also easy ways to enjoy the summer without killing yourself in the heat. I appreciate you, friends. Thanks again for being here. Have a great week, planner friends. Bye now.